Fellow citizens, happy Kenneth Kaunda Day. Allow me on this very important day to remember and honor our founding president, Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda. This is not just an ordinary day. I wish to invite you to look back with gratitude and to look within with honesty and to look ahead with courage. Dr. Kaunda did not merely lead Zambia into independence. He helped give this nation a soul. He taught us that Zambia was not built on tribe, religion, bitterness, hatred, revenge, or region. He taught us that this republic was to be held together by a higher covenant. One Zambia, one nation. One Zambia, one nation is not just a trendy slogan. This is a call to national discipline, to restraint, and to dignity, even in moments of deep disagreement. As we commemorate Dr. Kaunda Day, we are reminded that he became Prime Minister when he was only 39 years old, and at 40, he became the Republican President. At that age, he carried the weight of a young nation, the hopes of millions, and the burden of building a republic from the wounds of colonial rule. That example must inspire the young people of Zambia today. It must tell every young Zambian that you are not too young to serve. You are not too young to think seriously about the future of this country. You are not too young to organize, to lead, to build, to defend democracy, and to fight lawfully for a greater, better, and brighter Zambia. But Kaunda's story is not a story of youth standing alone. No young leader rises in a vacuum. Behind every generation that propels a nation towards progress are elders who prayed, guided, corrected, endured, and paved the path. The young must be inspired to serve, and the old must be honored for the wisdom they carry. A nation moves best when the courage of the young walks together with the wisdom of the old. That is the Zambia we pursue. A Zambia where young people are not reduced to tools of political violence, empty slogans, or social media insults. A Zambia where elders are not cast aside, mocked, or forgotten. A Zambia where every generation understands that the nation is not inherited for consumption, but entrusted for service. Today, however, we must be honest with ourselves. The spirit of one Zambia, one nation is under severe strain. Our country is wounded. Our politics have become too bitter. Our public life has become too cruel. Our institutions have been placed under immense pressure. Our people are tired of fear, intimidation, division, and uncertainty. And in recent days, the conscience of the nation has been deeply shaken by the painful events surrounding the desecration of the remains of the late 6th Republican President, His Excellency Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. This matter must not be reduced to party politics. It is bigger than the Patriotic Front. It is bigger than the government and the opposition. It is bigger than any individual. It goes to the heart of who we are as a people. Our elders tell us that in our African tradition, death commands respect. God tells us that the bereaved must be comforted. In our constitutional order, the law must be obeyed. In our national life, a former president must never be treated as an object in a political contest. When a former head of state dies, the nation must rise above hatred. It must rise above old quarrels. It must rise above political rivalry. It must be remembered that the office once held by that person belongs to the history and dignity of the Republic. The handling of President Lungu's remains has caused great pain to the Lungu family, to those whom he loved, to those who served with him, and to many Zambians who may not have supported him politically, but who understand that there are lines a nation must never cross. A nation that loses respect for the dead loses something sacred in itself. A nation that fails to comfort a widow, a family, and a grieving people loses part of its humanity. A nation that dishonors those who once carried the burden of national leadership weakens the dignity of those who carry it tomorrow. We must therefore say, calmly but firmly, that Zambia must return to the path of dignity, legality, compassion, and restraint. Some of you may remember what Dr. Kenneth Kaunda once warned about the kind of leadership he believed Zambia should never allow to take root. For me, today is significant because it reminds us that when elders speak, we must listen. Today is significant because we cannot forget what Kenneth Kaunda stood for: one Zambia, one nation. Today is significant because it is a call to young people, as well as the old, to move from the terraces and get onto the political field so that we can reclaim Zambia's freedom and reclaim the moral values of one Zambia, one nation. Age is not a limit. Experience is not a burden. Wisdom is not outdated, and support from the background is no longer tenable when the nation itself is calling. If the warnings of Kaunda and the events of the last 7 days are not signal enough that it is time for our second independence in this nation, then we may never see another sign again. Today, our founding father, Dr. Kenneth Kaunda, remains a source of inspiration for all. For the young, he says, get involved. For the old, he says, continue guiding. Let me say this as president of the Patriotic Front Pamoja Alliance. Get involved. The nation needs you. Do not be indifferent. Zambia needs you. Stop supporting from the background. The second independence will not be won in hiding. Come, let us do this together. Let us remember that the greatness of a nation is not measured only by the power of the state. It is measured by the spirit of its people. It is measured by how it treats the weak, the grieving, the elderly, the young, the widow, the orphan, the political opponent, and even the dead. Let me end by asking you, can we still be united despite our pain? Can we still choose brotherhood despite our divisions? Can we still build a Zambia where the young are inspired, the old are honored, the law is respected, and every citizen is treated with dignity? My answer is yes. If you can be inspired by Super Ken, then get involved. As we celebrate the legacy of Dr. Kenneth David Kaunda, may God comfort the Lungu family. May God honor the elders who have carried this nation through difficult seasons. May God inspire the young people of Zambia to serve with courage and humility. May God heal our land, and may God bless the Republic of Zambia.